Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing, and today I'm delighted to get on Paul Roberts. He's a two-time Southern Area champion, well, two-weight Southern Area champion and a Commonwealth Silver champion as well. This is fight week. This time he's boxing Hamza Uddin for the vacant English and WBA Intercontinental titles live on Dazn on the Dave Allen Mudov undercard. And yes, Paul, I mean, first of all, well, yeah, how are you doing today? And yeah, quick turnaround for you.
Well, yeah. Obviously, as you know, mate, I was meant to be last weekend. I was meant to be fighting Harvey Horn for the British title. Unfortunately, the weekend before that got cancelled. Uh, I was just told for just for circumstances out of the promoter's control. So yeah, that got cancelled, and then on the Thursday, no, it might have been late Wednesday night actually of that following week of last week. I've then had the call for this weekend. So yeah, well happy.
Well, yeah, so I mean, you sort of were a bit gutted, that title fight with Harvey Horn was off, but you know, everything happens for a reason, as they say. And yeah, I mean, it's I would it's not the British title, but still, a very good title. When there's not only one on the line, there's two belts, so you're still boxing for two good titles, two big titles as well. I mean, you know, we you fought for the English before, but that was at super flyweight, so it's a second chance at the English, but at a different weight.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, second chance at it. I'm just obviously I appreciate this opportunity to be on such a big platform, and I'm obviously going into this trying to cause an upset. And what an upset it would be. He's obviously starting his career out on a massive platform, and it would definitely upset a few people if I was to go in there and beat him, and I do believe he is beatable.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, well, of course. I mean, yeah, when I saw this, because I'm constantly on Boxrec Me looking at all the fights, and that's how I found out about it originally was, but I think it was Boxrec. But yeah, I mean, another big chance for you. I mean, you've come a long way since that Rennes Taylor fight. You've come a very long way since then, picking up three titles since, and a couple close fights which could have gone your way. And yeah, you've come a long way. Now you're first on the live broadcast of DAZN.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, my record states how my career has been very up and down, silly losses, good wins, wins that I shouldn't have won and losses that I shouldn't have lost. But these things happen, and that's almost why probably I've been given this opportunity, because in their eyes I'm probably an easy target, um, and which I do not feel like I'm an easy target. I'm in the gym. I'm always constant. Diet's always brilliant. I can go in and cause these upsets. Obviously, sometimes they haven't gone my way, but sometimes they will.
Yeah, I mean you've had some very close fights, even when they haven't gone your way. I mean those two Jack Hughes fights, very close fights which could have gone either way. A fight that I am going to mention is that Craig Derbyshire fight, where it was very close. I mean, quite a few people actually had you up. I had you up by a point or so, but the scorecards were fairly wide, and they shouldn't have been that wide. So it didn't really show how close the fight was. And people might think as well coming into this, his record. He's coming in on on however many days notice. But it's not like you haven't been in camp for a big fight anyway, because you have. You were in camp for a British title fight.
Yeah, exactly. I was ready in camp. Don't get me wrong. I have just had a newborn baby, so there was a few sort of sessions which I had to miss out on. But it's nothing that I can't deal with and cope with. Where I'm always in the gym all the time anyway. I'm always so fit and weight wise, obviously my last two times at championship weight have been down at the light fly. So this time at flyweight it's I've got a little bit more meat on the bones. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm obviously just really excited.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the whole press conference was today. I mean, they've changed the sort of style of how they do the press conference in Matchroom quite recently. Some people are a fan of it, some people aren't. I mean, it's all right, but it's always good when you're all on one table, one above the other table, and all get to speak, including because you were there, you had the face off with him, but you didn't actually get a chance to sort of not go back and forth because you don't really you're not really into the trash talk. You just leave it all out there in the ring. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, I do. I must admit, I was hoping to get a few words in. I can be a bit of a joker, so it'd have been nice to have a little play around. But again, you know, they are the platform, aren't they? So I'm not going to go in there and start demanding things. I was happy enough to be there. They wanted me on to do the face off. Had to do a few sort of pictures and stuff beforehand. Yeah, it's nice to be a part of it, and you never know. Go ahead and win on Saturday. I might be a part of it for another fight or two after that. So just
I
got to
mean,
wait and see.
sorry to interrupt. You had that face off. There was you couldn't make out what was said between the two of you. But can you say what was said?
Yeah, in all fairness, he was being very respectful, almost appreciated the fact that I took this fight. So, this at the minute, the flyweight, super sort of flyweight divisions, they're quite sort of funny in the fact that there's quite a few domestic people around, but they none of them seem to want to fight each other, and I'm guessing that's the case for
Yeah, because the
Hamza Uddin, that no one's almost wanted to fight him, and they
he's
give me
quite
a shot
avoided
last
as
minute.
well.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, so
Has he been
you
on
know,
your radar, Hamza? Or
well, yeah, it's not really someone I can go calling out in the promotion line that he's in. It's someone that they have to come to me, but it's someone who I've watched 100%. Yeah. But obviously, I've been a little while now out of the ring purely because of I was meant to be fighting and then things sort of happened. So he almost hasn't been on my radar because I only had Harvey Horn on my radar for a minute because that was who I was supposed to be fighting. But yeah, preparations, whether it had been for Harvey Horn or for Hamza Udin, I'm ready.
yeah, I mean. you know, preparations were sort of for you were preparing for Harvey for quite a while. After your last fight, you had a quick 4 round win, which was a good little win. And yes, but Harvey Horn and Hamza, they're both good, skillful boxers. They like sort of the flashy stuff. So I wouldn't say they're exactly identical, but they're similar in different sort of way, a little bit similar, if you get me.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I suppose what Hamza's a little bit younger than Harvey. He might have that little bit more of a slickness to him, but also he hasn't got the experience. Although he's had a great amateur pedigree, but he hasn't done the 10 and 12 rounds in the professional game like I have, and that could be a telltale sign on Saturday. But I'll see what comes. I'll see what performance I can do on the night, and you never know.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, people were saying, "Oh, this is a massive step up for you," but to be honest, it's a massive step up for him. He's been in six rounders. You've had, even though they haven't been on the massive platform like Matchroom, like Queensbury, like Top Rank, but you've still had big title fights. I mean, I'm losing count of how many title fights you've had now, but you've had, you know, you've been in the away corner for some of them. Flew over to Scotland. Went to Barnsley. You've had some good fights at high level, and you've boxed for some big belts as well. The Commonwealth being in probably the biggest title you fought for at the minute. You've been in some
Yeah,
big fights.
yeah, I agree. And do you know what? Like, I suppose sort of what I was saying earlier in terms of the flyweight domestic scene, where it seems to be that people are avoiding each other. This is going to be a big telltale sign for him, knowing that I'd say the only person that actually beat me by a good couple rounds would be Connor Kelsall up in Barnsley for the
Yeah.
English title. And that's someone that Hamza Uddin has got to be having his eyes on. But why aren't they, jumping into people like this? And I get it, but yeah. So yeah, at the minute I'm happy to be the easy target, but if he can't beat me on Saturday night, then which I'm going in there to cause this upset, I think it's back to the drawing board for him,
Yeah, of course the pressure is on him. He's the
completely
homeboy.
on him, completely and utterly on him,
Yeah,
and
they're
hopefully,
tipping him to
whether
be
he thinks to it, you
the
don't know.
next big thing, aren't they? He came across quite not sure if you saw because he was on the sofa
On the
thingy
small talk,
small
yeah, yeah,
talk and he came across quite respectful, saying that he knows you're tough, he knows your game.
yeah, yeah. No, he has been respectful. I ain't gonna take nothing like that away from him. Um, Hopefully, he's not underestimating me because then it will be a difficult night for him because I do believe I'm a difficult night for most people. Um, yeah, so I'm sure he's got obviously, great team of people around him. I'm sure he has trained really, really hard, got some good sparring in. In all fairness, I was meant to be sparring him sort of in preparation for my British title fight and for this, but obviously due to a newborn baby, I couldn't actually get around to sparring him. But yeah, it's a shame that we hadn't had a little go at that before this one come around. But yeah, we're both going into the unknown, and it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, people are tipping him for big things, as I mentioned. He is a good little tidy fighter, but you've boxed at higher level. You've boxed for some big things, and yeah, he hasn't gone past the six. Do you believe you need without giving too much away that your experience, maybe in the later rounds, could play a factor? And we always know that you come and throw 100 punches. You've got a good work rate on you. Sort of jammed two questions into one there.
Yeah, no, that's exactly. I'm never going to stop working. You know what I'm like, and that's probably another reason why they've picked someone like me for this sort of fight for him because I'm either gonna go in hell guns blazing and get caught, or I'm gonna end up catching him, which makes for a good fight. Yeah, he's got to be wary of me. He'll see that I've got two stoppages on my record as well, the same as him. Um, so yeah, we'll just wait and see.
Yeah, I mean, you've both got the two knockouts. Some people might go, "Oh, they're not, massive hitters." But your work rate is your power. You don't knock people out with just the one shot. It's a bundle of shots is where you get your stoppages.
Yeah, absolutely. Whether it be, body shots or head, I've done one of each now on my two stoppages. So yeah, it's gonna be in my head. This is no 60-40 to him or 70-30 to him. This is 50-50 in
Yeah.
my head. Um, and for his sake, I'm hopeful that he's thinking that as well. Because if he underestimates me, it's gonna be hard work for him. So, fair. If he does underestimate me, then I might do even better than what people would think. So yeah.
Yeah. A last couple things from me, Paul. We know you've boxed for the English title before, and another belt. What does this fight mean to you? Not only, we know the English means a lot, and another belt as well on the line. But does it mean this little bit more this time round than your last time you boxed for the English, due to the fact of the platform and the magnitude of this time round?
I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's the platform of of this opportunity I've been given to fight on. That's why it would mean more because if it was to go my way, I'm guessing there's then a rematch or or something along those lines. You know what I mean? Or so which again puts me on the platform again. And as professional boxers, I'm sure most people are wanting to fight on platforms like this. So I'm just very grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, 100%. What can fans in attendance and people watching around the world live on DAZN what can they expect from you come Saturday night?
They can expect me going into someone who is a hot favourite, just throwing leather, having a will to win. That's what it is. I've just got that will in me to win. I don't back out of nothing. I've taken it on just over a week's notice. Um, yeah, and by the sounds of things, other people aren't taking these fights. So so I've just gone and jumped in there, and I'm happy I have. And yes, they're going to see me throw some leather.
Let's go. And yeah, before I let you go, Paul, as always, I'll let you shout, the usual people that you want to thank who is backing you at this moment in time.
You know what? The most important is my lovely girlfriend who's back at home with our not even 3 week old baby boy, and she's having to care for him all on her own self. So that's the first thing. And then I've got the chaps who I work for. I'm in the building trade, CD Stucky Developments. They're always um, they're always helping me out with the fight camps of days off, this, that, and the other, and then just friends and family, and then obviously my team of Max Cranage and Lee Wright, my cutsman, and yeah, they're the people that mean the most.
Yeah, 100%, Paul. And from me, as always, a big thank you for your time and go get those belts, mate. Rooting for you.
Lovely job. Cheers, buddy.
Thank you, mate. Good luck.
Bye bye.